Hi folks, it's Yasmin from Tiny Time Big Results. I'm feeding at the moment, so that's probably why you'll see me looking down and you'll hear funny noises. You're a nice little guzzler, aren't you? But I promise I won't flash much. Okay. Oh my goodness, Facebook is telling me that this is my 50th broadcast. That's amazing. I've done 50 of these already. Flipping Nora. Where is the time going? Okay, so just gonna give it a couple of minutes and let's get people on. For those of you that are joining me live, let me know that you're here so I can say hello and wave to you. I'm just explaining that I do have a little man here and he's feeding and oh, excuse me. Oh, my nose is all itchy this morning. So he is a bit noisy, so I do apologise. So Dara, you could do this quietly, you know that, don't you? You could, but you're not going to. Thanks for the heart. I didn't see who that heart was from. Shh. You're so noisy, aren't you, Petal? All right, I promise this isn't going to be a Facebook Live of me just listening and talking to my little man. Ugh, I can't believe it. He's not even 3 months old yet, but he's doing very well. This is not a breastfeeding Facebook Live, I promise you. Yeah, I know. Okay, so in this Facebook Live, what's wrong? Okay, come up and say hello. I know where they want to see you. There we go. There we go. Hello. Hello world. You say hello. You're going to burp now on Facebook Live. Oh, there it is. There's the burpee. Good man. Aren't you most adorable little man? Say hello. 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 I know, this is pure clickbait really, isn't it? Get the baby on. Okay, I'll put you up a little bit so we can see. Okay, so. Look at you, you're a natural. You're a natural. It's actually quite interesting because I found my 6-year-old doing videos on YouTube. It's hilarious what they pick up because now he's saying things like, you can get my videos on YouTube and you can contact me on Fionn.com. So he's obviously going to be patenting his website soon. So we'll get him online. Maybe not quite yet. But as we keep saying to him, like, come on, earn your keep, earn your keep. Look, he's saying hello. So what I wanted to share with you in today's Facebook Live, if you can bear to tear yourself away from looking at the baby and hear what I'm going to say. I know you're far more interesting than me, aren't you? Aren't you? You're just looking at yourself and you're thinking, oh, hello. Oh, hello. Hello. You're going to give us a little smile. Yep. This is something that I'm really fascinated with in terms of energy. And when I think about what we're doing in business and, you know, every day you're marketing, you're showing up, you're, you know, capturing people's attention with your product, your service and your program. And when it comes to business, it can be very easy to think that it is simply a matter of, you know, putting your stuff out there and, you know, and then inviting those sales in. But there's a lot that goes on in the background that I think we fail to understand its importance and actually how much it affects everything. And what I mean by that is that the energy that we put out on a consistent basis is massive. If you're not getting sales calls coming through, if you're not getting people inquiring about your services, if you're not attracting enough attention for your business, then chances are that there's a lot of stuff going on energetically that you're probably not even aware of. And I know this has certainly been true for me. And to give you an example, like if you've got, you know, if you're not getting any sales calls booked in, then chances are that you're probably a little lacking in confidence about what it is that you're offering. And what I mean by that is that if you're not 100% sold on your own offer, then chances are that you won't get anybody booking in for a sales call, you know, whether that's a discovery session, whether that's just an initial consultation. But if you're not convinced of the value of your offer, then energetically, that's actually what you're putting out into the world. And I know I've had offers in my business where I haven't been 100% convinced. And what do you know? Other people aren't convinced either, because as my coach said to me once, you know, the first sale is always to yourself. And I remember hearing that and I remember thinking, God, that's so true. That's so flipping true. Because if you are just putting offers out there thinking, I need to make money, I need to make money, I need to make money. Oh, that was a bit 3D, wasn't it? And you're, you know, thinking, why am I not getting, you know, sales? Why am I not making the money that I want? If you're not convinced of the value of your offer, and that's most of the time, that's the story. It's, you know, if you can't demonstrate the value of what you are offering and to show somebody how it's going to make their life different, how it's going to make their life better, easier, whatever it might be, if you can't share that, then what's going to happen is, you know, crickets, basically. I'd love to hear from you, actually, just whilst we're talking. You know, can you think of an example or a time when that's been true for you in your business, when, you know, you weren't attracting those sales? Could you see energetically what was happening for you? You know, were you repelling people? And I don't mean that in a bad way, but like, you know, just purely because of your energy that you just could not, you know, you just didn't see the value of what you were doing. Or maybe you thought you were too expensive. Maybe you thought you were too cheap. All the thoughts and feelings that you have about your offers they're effectively the vibration that you send out there, the frequency that you're sending out. That's what you're communicating without saying a single word. And if you're not congruent, like one of the things that I love in my business is my momentum circle. I love my momentum circle. Absolutely. Oh, excuse me. I absolutely adore it. I love my strategy in a day, 1 day intensive. I love my high-end program. I'm fully committed and sold on the value of all of my offerings. And yet, you know, there have been times when I haven't, and I'd be like, oh God, and a bit scary then. Froze, and then I was like, ooh. But if you're not convinced on the sale of what it is that you're doing or how you're going to help somebody, then it's first of all time to go back to the drawing board and look at the offer. I often hear people saying that I'm not getting enough sales, I'm not getting enough sales. My offer's fine, but I'm not getting enough sales. The truth is that you do need to go back and look at your offer first. It's not just about the fact that you're not getting sales. It's not just about putting more marketing messages out there and things like that. It's actually go back and look at the offer that you're making. Is it what people want? Have you validated it? Is it a hot topic? Is it juicy enough for somebody to want to invest in what it is that you're, you know, in your solution? It's oftentimes it's not actually about the selling. It's about making sure that you're convinced of the offer. It's been validated that you know that people do want this. Making sure that pricing energetically has been set right. These are all the things that, you know, these are all the pieces that come way before you actually start selling. Those things need to be in alignment with you. Oh, that's right. Amen. Before you know, you can actually make a sale. And this is something that I talk about in High-End Magic, which is my high-end program, around how you create a high-end program, because high-end programs are amazing. They are a fantastic way to supersize your tiny time. As you can see, my tiny time is very tiny. And so I want you to be thinking about this. I want you to think about, you know, when you're, you know, if you're trying to sell high-end offers and perhaps, you know, you're not getting much traction, or maybe you're not getting any traction at all, then have a look at your offer, have a look at the pricing that you've set on it. Or if you've never created a high-end program and you actually are interested in thinking, oh, actually, I'd like to create a high-end program, then get in touch with me, because my High-End Magic program, we start in January, officially in January, but I am putting some bonuses on for December to get you started. And so this may be of interest to you. This might be a good fit. For me, high-end programs are fantastic because they really help me to deliver, you know, some of my best work, some of the most effective transformations that I can help my clients to create, and it doesn't take a huge amount of time, which is pretty essential for me right now. And so high-end programs, I think every business should absolutely have one. Every business should have a premium version of what you do for your clients. And if you've never thought of creating a premium program, or if you'd like to create a premium program, but you don't know how to start, or you don't know where to start, you certainly don't know how to price it, or how to create an offer that really sells at, at the level that I'm talking about, which is typically 2K and above, then get in touch. And I'd love to have a chat with you about High End Magic. Completely no obligation. If it's not a right fit for you, it's not a right fit for you. I want to make sure that I can help you and create that high-end program if that is the right direction for you. So like I said, we don't start until January, but there are bonus calls in December to get the ball rolling, because don't fool yourself and sit thinking, oh, it's Christmas now and it's the holidays have started. We haven't even got into December yet. There is still time this month to really knock it out of the park. So if High End Magic is of interest, then please do get in touch. You can message me here on Facebook, or you can email me, support@yasminvoracek.com. I want you to think about this though, because if you're turning people away energetically, you're never going to know, because for some reason, they're just not booking those calls. So if you're seeing a serious lack of action from a sales call perspective, from people inquiring, from people, just even coming to you to talk to you, and a big part of the, I suppose, energetic dissonance can be around you not wanting to sell. And I get that. I know, we don't want to be salesy, you don't want to be sleazy, you don't want to be icky and all that kind of stuff. But for me, I really do believe that, nothing happens until you sell. So if you're struggling with this, then do get in touch, because I certainly can help you with this, because it's something that I know I've certainly gone through my own baptism of fire. And now selling is a brilliant way to serve the clients that you're here to serve. So if that is of interest to you, then do get in touch. That's it for today. We are going to go now. We've got a training to record now, haven't we, Petal? Oh, you got hiccups now. Oh, we have to get rid of the hiccups before, otherwise they'll get recorded on the training. Now, you say bye-bye. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll talk to you again very soon.